Welcome back, everyone, to the Keeping Score podcast. I am your host, Luke Schmit. Today, I am down at the Bigfork Valkyries basketball practice before their Western A divisional game this week in Hamilton. I was able to catch up with Paeten Gunlock and Payton DeSpain about their season and hopes to get as far as they can to the state tournament. I also caught up with head coach Isaac Martel about his first year here in Bigfork as the coach. Before we start, I'd like to give a thank you to Corwin Motors for sponsoring this podcast. Let's not waste any time and get right to it. I am here with Paeten Gunlock of the Bigfork Valkyries before their big tournament this weekend down in Hamilton for Divisionals. Let's just jump to it. Talk to me about the season so far, and we'll dive in a little deeper about your personal life afterwards.
The start of the season started off pretty rocky at the Frenchtown tournament, but we worked hard. We've definitely grown from that too. We've gotten better during practices and stuff. Team bonding, all this chemistry that we've just been growing throughout the season.
And Payton, for you especially, this has been a different year for you. You came into high school and your mom was the coach, your sister was here, even last year. What's it been like for you? You know, you're kind of the last Gunlock in a way, here on the court. You got your last month here. What's it been like this whole season, trying to be a leader yourself and kind of just take the next step?
Honestly, for me, it feels really good. Like, I'm building my own name for myself. Like, last year I felt like I was just Braden's little sister. And now people know, I can do things without Braden, and it just feels good.
Now, there's two sides to the sibling, because I know for sure with my brother. What's something that she did really helped you for those 3 years? And then what's something you've noticed maybe this year that you've been able to do maybe a little bit more with her gone?
So last year I feel like I could just see her more. Like, I could just throw the ball up, and she would just go and grab it with her long arms. Also just transitioning, I feel like we were just phenomenal at that. But this year, I feel like I've gotten way better at attacking and just working on developing my own skills, shooting, attacking, scoring from all different levels,
And I've noticed when I came down a couple games, your passing especially, talk to me about how you're trying to get, you got underclassmen under you now, and now you've kind of filled the role of a senior. How have you tried to help them be ready for this divisional and state run you guys are going to try and have?
Honestly, I think they're just doing the right things. They're in the perfect spots for me to throw those passes, and they're just finding those gaps and getting better every day at them.
And Payne, let's take a step back. Where does your love for basketball start? Talk to me about your background. What's your first memories of it? Obviously, your mom was the coach, and your sister is at BYU. She's a stud, and now you're going to have your chance here going to Carroll. Talk to me about where it all started.
Me and Braden, we kind of have just been playing basketball ever since we were first graders, and we've been on travel teams. We would always play 1v1 outside, and probably, we would get in fights and stuff. But yeah, it's just been a part of our whole lives. So.
And now talk to me about your mom, how cool it was to have her as a coach, and then now, like you said, this year, not having her in your ear as much, and you have a first-year coach with Isaac. Talk to me about that relationship as well.
When my mom was the coach, she was definitely hard on me and Braden, but I think that helped us grow as players. It was really nice having, that kind of feedback from her that she gave us. So it definitely helped because, later on in college, those coaches are going to be hard on us, and, high school coaches may not be as hard because some players can get sensitive. So college coaches definitely will be hard on us, so that definitely prepared us for that. So.
And what's it been this year with Martel? His first year as a coach. I'm sure you guys have been growing together and trying to make sure that you guys can bring the best out of both of each other.
I really like Isaac as a coach. He's doing a great job this year, and he's definitely being put in this position this year. He's definitely growing the program even more, I think.
When we go back to your freshman year, what do you remember about that undefeated season? You guys it was your last year of Class B, so you weren't in A yet, but you guys just dominated. And for you to step into this high school and just go through every team like that, what was that like?
My freshman year was probably my favorite year. We were all just so close together, we were all best friends, and it was so nice to have that. But there was no drama, no nothing, so it was really nice. Yeah.
Then jump to sophomore year, you guys take the step to A. You still are doing great. You guys get all the way to the state championship. Unfortunately, you do lose, but throughout the whole season in your first season A, it was super successful, I thought. What did you think about that year?
Yeah, it was also a fun year. Obviously we lost some pretty good players, but still having Brayden and Kenny and Ava, it was still nice to play with them because we played travel ball with them, and it just felt like we could see where each other were the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then junior year, you get one more year with your sister. You guys get to the third place game. Unfortunately, you lose. But talk to me about, you have one more year with your sister, and it was very emotional going back. I was reading something, doing some research, and, what was that like?
It was definitely tough losing that last game with her. I definitely wanted to end it with a win. But, those are memories with your sister. So, I would definitely go back and relive that every day. So.
And I'm sure you two stay in touch. Is she still giving you advice a little bit, or are you kind of just taking your own step, like you said, making your name, and then, maybe when she comes back, you take a little bit?
Yeah, she's definitely helped me. I remember one practice I got really frustrated, and I called her after practice. And I was saying how I'm getting pretty frustrated about being face guarded and, double teamed. Mm-hmm. She said that's the whole point of it, in college, that's just getting you better for college. You're going to be way better than those players in college. So just keep dealing with it.
And that's what you've had to deal with all season. What have you tried to do specifically, is it practice, outside of practice, weightlifting, to try and become stronger so when you have two people guarding you, you're able to dominate?
At practice, we work on face guarding, we work on double teaming, and, that is definitely getting me better. I'm, finding new moves to finish at the basket. I'm looking more for my teammates when I do get double teamed. Yeah, it's definitely making my skills a lot better. So.
And Paeten, what's something you're going to remember playing here, but especially, the time with your family? What's the experience you've had at Bigfork High School?
It's been a great experience, I think. I love the teammates I've been playing with. Just the winning program we've built, I think, is pretty awesome.
It's very awesome. Last question I got here for you, Paeten. Years down the road, what do you hope fans, teachers, parents, your teammates say about you and how you played and you brought to this gym when they're discussing how you were down the road?
Maybe that she wasn't just a good basketball player. She was good academically. She was a great student. I want them to remember my name too. So.
Well, your guys' name and your family will be remembered here forever, and I hope you guys the best rest of the season. And what an amazing high school career. I'm here with Payton DeSpain of the Bigfork Valkyries. Paeten, talk to me about your thoughts this season before you guys going down to Hamilton for your Western A Divisional.
We're just super excited, super competitive, right? So obviously we're really young, we're inexperienced, but we all work hard and practice, and we all push each other to be the best we can. So we're going in ready.
Yeah. What's been some of your favorite moments so far this season up until this divisional this week?
We just have there's been some laughs. We get a little aggressive, so we'll push each other around a little bit, but we always get back up, we help each other up, and it's all laughs and all fun, so yeah.
That's great to hear, Paeten. I'm asking a question about the other Paeten on the team. Talk to me about what she's been like as a teammate and how she's been able to help the team over the years, and even outside of the court, as a friend, what she's been like.
Oh, she's awesome. She's super competitive. Obviously, she's a great player. She pushes us all to the best we can be. Outside of basketball, she's hilarious. She's a great person. No, she's awesome.
That's great. Talk to me about what has she pushed you specifically. Is there anything that you can remember, or a certain instance or a time in a game that you have a memory of something like that?
Speed. She is so fast. We were guarding each other, in practice and tryouts, and she just takes off, and there's I struggle to keep up with her. She is so fast.
Well, don't worry. I don't think you're the only one that struggles, because she's obviously a great player. But let's go back to you, Paeten. What are you trying to bring to the team this next couple weeks to try and go as far as you guys can?
I'm just trying to be the best I can be, be aggressive, take those shots that normally I wouldn't take, because that's what I've been working on, being aggressive. Yeah, just things like that.
Last question I'll ask you, Paeten. If you had one word to describe this team, what would it be?
Loyal.
Loyal.
We're all loyal.
I like that. I haven't got that one yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here with head coach of the Valkyries, Isaac Martel. Your first year, Isaac. Talk to me how fun it's been this year coaching the Valkyries, and overall your thoughts.
Well, it's just been a blast. It's been a privilege. I've known a lot of these girls for a long time, so it's just been kind of a little bit of a transition, but can't really ask for a much better first year. We've had some success in the regular season, and now we're just looking onto the postseason and hope we can continue to win some games.
Isaac, how cool is it for you to be coaching in the gym that you played your varsity basketball in, and what kind of experience has that been like?
Yeah, it was really cool. I have a lot of memories in this gym, lots of wins, a couple losses, stuff like that, but it's pretty cool to think about that. And it doesn't seem as long ago as it actually was, but long ago I was playing here, and now I get to coach a lot of these young ladies in the same gym.
Isaac, talk to me about where your love of basketball came from and why you decided to coach after playing, and maybe where it stemmed from before high school as well.
I don't know. I guess just at a really young age, I just picked up a basketball and started playing organized basketball young, and just fell in love with the game and continued to play and played through high school and through college. And I wasn't the best college player, but always understood the game a lot. And I had an opportunity to step in 4 years ago and help out with the program as a volunteer. And then it's just kind of blossomed from there. And I really love being around the game. I love being around the competition and around the athletes. And it just kind of fuels my love for the game. And since I don't play anymore, but it's just been a blast to just be around it.
And talk to me about, with Paeten Gunlock, she was here and she was able to win the state championship, and now you take the reins over there. Talk to me how she helped you become a coach and anything she's helped you do, and then we'll talk about Payton next.
Yeah, I mean, just a mentor to me. She was the one that, she was here when I started coaching as a volunteer, and just taught me so much about, the difference between coaching and playing and how different it is, and the big thing, coaching girls versus coaching boys, because I've been around boys basketball my whole life, and just the ins and outs of that. And I just appreciate what she did for me and this school and this program just a lot. And so she's just been a great mentor to me, and it's just been fun to follow her footsteps.
And even more fun, you get to coach your daughter at the next step. And tell me, what's that like been for you this year? And you've watched her before, not being the head coach, but now you get to be the head coach, and she's a senior.
Yeah, I mean, she's a really, really special player, especially a young lady. I tell people a lot, she makes my job a little easier than maybe it should be. She takes a lot of pressure off of me and a lot of pressure off her teammates. She shoulders a lot of pressure herself, and she's a great athlete and a great kid. So it's just been fun to watch her kind of blossom this year. And we all knew she was obviously a really, really special player. And this year she's really just put it on display, and it's just been fun to watch her, and I'm excited to watch her through these tournaments and then continue into her next step.
And her and I were just talking about the way she's been guarded this year compared to how it's been in the past, with some teams that have maybe been more reliant not on her this year for scoring. Talk to me about what you guys have had the challenge of trying to make sure that she's still trying to find her shot, but when she's double teamed, she's able to move the ball and find her teammates.
Yeah, we have conversations every day about it. We don't really ever know how people are gonna guard us, and that's just part of the game and coaching against other teams, is you never know what they're gonna throw. And just finding that balance for her, and sometimes she makes great decisions, and sometimes we need to talk to her, and it's like that's just part of her learning and me learning, but I trust her with basically every play that she makes, and she does a great job of finding that balance between trying to be aggressive as well as trying to distribute.
And last question I'll ask you, Isaac, what are your expectations for this weekend? You guys are going down to Hamilton. You have the Western A Divisional. You guys are going in as a 1 seed. Your first game will be on Thursday.
Yeah, expectations, anything can happen at these tournaments. We've been telling the girls for the last week and a half. So we're just expecting that we go in there and we're going to play teams that we're familiar with and some teams that we're not familiar with. So we just got to go out there and, play our best and play hard, and we got to live with the results. So, we're just going to go down there and do whatever we can to hopefully move on.
Well, best of luck, Coach, and I'll see you down there. Thanks to Corwin Motors for sponsoring the Keeping Score podcast. At Corwin Motors, they're proud to be family-driven for over 100 years. Their commitment goes beyond selling cars. They're dedicated to serving our community, providing you with the highest quality vehicles to fit your lifestyle. Whether you're searching for reliability, style, or comfort, they've got you covered. They understand that you rely on their website for accurate and up-to-date information. It's their promise to deliver relevant, detailed content that meets your needs. So if you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or just want to learn more, visit CorwinMotorsKalispell.com.